Hello everyone, welcome to TTV News with some latest event in Tay Ninh province. The audience, Chairman of Tay Ninh Provincial People Committee Nguyễn Thành Ngọc recently has a meeting with Hai Phong City medical team who are supporting the prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic in Tay Ninh.
Facing the complicated development of the COVID-19 pandemic in the southern provinces and cities, including Tay Ninh province, the leaders of Hai Phong City sent the delegation of medical team to assist Tay Ninh in epidemic prevention and control. 50 doctors and nurses of Hai Phong City have supported the collection and treatment of nearly 800 COVID-19 patients transferred to the second and third floors at the field hospital number 6 based in Phú Đông Industrial Park in Cô Dâu District since December 2021. After more than 1 month of working directly in Tay Ninh province, the medical team have successfully completed their mission and returned to their unit. On behalf of the leaders and people of Tay Ninh province, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Thành Ngọc expressed his gratitude and deeply thanked the doctors and nurses of Hai Phong City for their support in the locality. Their assistance has contributed to reducing the burden on the provincial health sector. It has also helped to limit severe COVID-19 patients, reduce mortality, and protect people's lives. In recognition of the contribution and support of Hai Phong City medical team in the prevention and control of the COVID-19 pandemic, the chairman of Tay Ninh Provincial People's Committee presented certificates of merit to 50 doctors and nurses of the city who have completed their mission in Tay Ninh over the last time.
On January 17, Tay Ninh Department of Culture, Sport and Tourism have a scientific seminar to comprehensively assess the current situation of the grassroots cultural institutions at commune and homeless levels in Tay Ninh province.
Mr. Nguyễn Nam Giang, Deputy Director of Tay Ninh Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism said that the system of cultural institutions from the provincial to grassroots levels has been basically invested and built. However, the system of grassroots cultural institutions still has many difficulties and inadequacies in its organization and operation. Basically, it's only serving propaganda activities, still not attracting the participation of people as well as organizing cultural and artistic activities. The participants also listen to discussions and observe the contributions of experts and researchers. The presentations properly assess the reality, share good experiences, creative ways, and propose solutions to improve the operational efficiency of the system of grassroots control institutions at commune and hamlet levels in the province, contributing to fulfilling the goal of socio-economic development, people's spiritual life. Speaking at the seminar, Mr. Trương Văn Hùng, Director of Tay Ninh Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, emphasized that in the coming time, it's necessary to properly assess the actual situation, propose solutions to operate in accordance with 4G technology, effectively use the facilities that have been invested for years, should overcome limitations in management mechanism and operating model. To meet the travel needs of people during the Lunar New Year, from 12 p.m. on January 15, 2022, Tay Ninh Department of Transport resumed operation of 44 fixed interprovincial passenger transport routes from Tay Ninh to provinces and cities and vice versa, ensuring the requirements for the prevention and control of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to a quick report of Tay Ninh bus station, on the first day of restarting the fixed interprovincial passenger transport routes, there were 51 auto trips with 29 vehicles in operation, transporting 58 passengers. The number of passengers is relatively low. Some units put their car into operation, but there were no passengers. On the occasion of the Lunar New Year 2022, the number of visitors isn't expected to increase suddenly. However, to ensure the convenient and safe travel needs of the people during the Tet holiday, Tay Ninh Department of Transport has directed passenger transport enterprises in the province to fully prepare vehicles and also focus on implementing measures to prevent and control the COVID-19 pandemic. The Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Tay Ninh Province held a conference to review the photo contest I Love Vietnamese Goods 2021 on Facebook on January 16. This is the first time such an online photo contest to be hosted by the Standing Board of the Provincial Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee. After more than 2 months, the contest has been attracting 520 entries, of which 423 qualified words to be posted on the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee's Facebook. The contest has created a wide press in the online community, received by a large number of people. Many photos are of good quality, carefully invested, with clear images, showing the right topic, good comments, honoring the products, contributing to the promotion of typical Vietnamese brand products in Tay Ninh Province and the whole country. The organization committee has selected 16 best quality photos to award, including 1 first prize, 2 second prize, 3 third prize, and 10 consolation prize. The organization committee also awarded 1 collective prize to the Provincial Confederation of Labor, the unit with the most photos submitted in the contest.
Moving on other news, the audience, the act of vegetarian cooking in Tay Ninh Province has just been recognized by the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism as the National Intangible Cultural Heritage under the list of folk knowledge.
In Tay Ninh Province, the vegetarian diet is quite diverse. The locals here have vegetarian diets on the first and full moon of every month. It means that they should abstain from meat for 10 days, according to Caodaism. Following a permanent vegetarian diet, or simply be a vegetarian to change the taste and protect the health, etc. So the vegetarian dishes in Tay Ninh Province are as diverse and delicious as those made from fish meat. From the rustic vegetarian dishes, Tay Ninh people have raised the level of vegetarian dishes to delicacy specialties, serving the needs of tourists to enjoy cuisine in specialized and high-class restaurants, not only nutritionally guaranteed, but also meticulously processed and beautifully decorated. Along with the recognition of the act of vegetarian cooking of Tay Ninh Province as a national intangible cultural heritage, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism also assigns People's Committee at all levels, whose intangible cultural heritage have been recognized, to perform state management in accordance with the law on cultural heritage, since then contributing to preserving and promoting the local indigenous vegan cultural values.
The audience, according to the Ministry of Agricultural and Rural Development, 120 outbreaks of avian influenza appears in 32 provinces and cities nationwide, including Tay Ninh Province in 2021. Now is the time for the trends of season. Readers should pay attention to prevent disease from infecting and breeding as recommended by the veterinary sector.
Nowadays, most poultry farms and households are highly aware of disease prevention for livestock, implementing animal husbandry towards biosafety, actively looking for new breeds of livestock with high resistance to diseases. The household of Mr. Trần Văn Hùng living in Hiệp Thành Commune, Gò Dầu district has chosen to raise native Vietnamese chicken breed. Over the last 10 years, he has been applying safe husbandry methods, using biological padding, regularly disinfecting the pen, and he also fully vaccinates the chickens. There was a time his chicken farm provided the market with more than 15,000 breeders and nearly 2,000 chickens for meat every month. The farm has never had an epidemic.
Within 6 months, chickens must be vaccinated against H5N1. This disease has appeared recently. Administering heterotoма vaccinations and other things, it must be vaccinated continuously. If the mother hen has antibodies, the chicks are easy to raise later on.
The total number of chickens of Mr. Hùng sometimes reaches more than 2,000, only using commercial rice as food. Every year when the crop comes, he goes to the field to buy from 7 to 8 tons of rice to make chicken feed, always choosing rice of clear origin, so it's considered a clean food source. The veterinary board of Hiệp Thành Commune always closely supports local poultry farmers, so there is no disease in this area.
This year's state holiday, the number of chickens sold to the market is very small because before the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, they sold a lot. I recommend people to keep chickens safe from disease, get vaccinated with all kinds of vaccines, knowing the origin of the breeds that you have brought, and also the food must be clean and good for the chickens.
From now until the end of the 2022 rice season, the risk of avian influenza is very high.
Large farms have very good protection plans, especially for medium-scale farmers. The people should note that it is the time when the avian influenza pandemic usually occurs, and first of all, it is necessary to carry out biosafety breeding, manage entry and exit of the farm tightly, clean and disinfect the barn. When entering the farming area, should have protective boots. Poultry should also be fully vaccinated against disease, especially the Newcastle disease, avian influenza, and other diseases.
The People's Committee of the Ninh Province had just sent an official dispatch requesting the head of relevant departments, agencies, and sectors to drastically and synchronously implement solutions to prevent and control the avian influenza epidemic. The committee requests the Ninh Department of Agriculture and Rural Development to implement the project, strengthening the capacity of the system of specialized veterinary management agencies at all levels, thoroughly implementing the quarantine work, strictly controlling the transportation and trade of poultry and poultry products in the province, deploying a campaign of cleaning and disinfecting throughout the province from now until February 11, 2022, all for the purpose of preventing disease recurrence.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.